A story where every morning begins with a question: who am I? Where am I? Liu Yao was once a talented songwriter, known for his beautiful melodies and emotional lyrics. But after a brain tumor surgery, his world changed forever. He lost his short-term memory. Every day when he wakes up, he doesn't remember what happened the day before. Sticky notes cover his apartment, reminders of what to do, where to go, and who he is. His elder sister, Lu Hong, takes care of him like a mother. Every morning he wakes up in confusion and calls her. She tells him to read a file titled "When You Wake Up," a file he reads every single morning to remind himself of his past. Despite his struggles, Liu Yao still dreams of writing songs again. His close friend and agent, Buddy, pushes him to submit a song for the famous singer Chinesemovie's new competition. Liu Yao agrees, but he needs help. He needs a lyricist, someone who can write from the heart. One afternoon, on his way to the university for a psychology research project about his memory condition, he stops at a red light. In the car next to him, a woman is crying, shouting into her phone, lost in emotion. That woman is Zhu Xingyue, a therapist working on that same research study for memory loss patients. She's passionate, impulsive, emotional, completely different from him. Later, Liu Yao discovers she's the researcher leading his test. Their first meeting is awkward, yet unforgettable. She's late, messy, emotional. He's calm, distant, quiet. The sessions are unusual, filled with creative, emotional exercises designed to spark his subconscious, to help him recover his artistic sense. Slowly, through her warmth and honesty, Liu Yao begins to feel alive again. One evening, Zhu Xingyue's apartment floods. Liu Yao helps her clean up. While fixing the broken sink and helping her through a painful breakup, they find comfort in each other's loneliness. She loves writing poetry. Together, they create a song, a melody born from two hearts trying to remember who they are. As the rain falls outside, something changes between them. They lean closer under the quiet glow of the city lights, almost a kiss. But she whispers, "I'm your psychologist. We can't." But their hearts have already crossed that line. She agrees to be his lyricist, and they start working together. As they create, write, and spend time together, their bond grows deeper, and so does their love. One night, after recording their song to submit for the competition, they share a passionate night together, sealing the feelings they can no longer hide, promising to meet again the next day. But happiness doesn't last long. Lu Hong discovers the truth, her brother's growing affection for his therapist. Afraid that emotional attachment will worsen his condition, she decides to intervene. For his own good, she tells Zhu Xingyue to disappear from his life. And the next morning, she does something heartbreaking. She erases every note, every photo, every reminder of Zhu Xingyue from Liu Yao's apartment. When he wakes up, the walls are blank. Her name is gone. Her face, forgotten. He reads his daily file, but this time, there's no trace of her. Days later, the song they created gets selected in the competition, and Liu Yao performs it on stage. From a distance, Zhu Xingyue watches him quietly, her eyes full of unspoken feelings. After the performance ends and the audience begins to leave, Liu Yao walks through the crowd, and slowly, fragments of their time together start to return to him, but not fully. Though he doesn't remember her, something in the melody moves him. Tears fill his eyes as his heart whispers a name his mind cannot recall. But destiny doesn't forget. Even without memories, Liu Yao meets Zhu Xingyue again, by chance, by fate, and somehow his heart still recognizes her. They reconnect. This time they hold on tightly. Love returns, stronger and more real. Soon, Zhu Xingyue becomes pregnant, a new life blooming from their fragile love. They get married. Their days are filled with laughter, music, and tiny notes of love that help Lu Yao remember. Every morning he wakes up confused, but she's there, smiling, reminding him gently, "I'm Zhu Xingyue. You're Lu Yao. We love each other."
One day, Xu Xingyue suddenly collapses due to dangerously high blood pressure. She's rushed into an emergency C-section. When Lu Yao hears the news, he runs to the hospital in panic. After some time, the doctor comes out and says, "The baby boy is safe, but the mother has lost too much blood. She won't make it for long. You should go and see her now."
Lu Yao rushes to her bedside, his hands trembling. She holds his hand tightly and whispers, "I won't leave you. Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary." He chokes back tears and says, "Then we three will celebrate it together. You, me, and our baby." But before the next sunrise, in his arms, she passes away peacefully, a soft smile still on her face. Lu Yao breaks down completely, holding her close, unable to accept the silence that follows. That night, Lu Yao sits alone, replaying every memory of her again and again. When he finally falls asleep, his heart is shattered, heavy with pain. Seeing his condition, his sister Lu Hong makes a heartbreaking decision. She removes every trace of Zhu Xingyue, every note, every photo, every reminder, so he'll never remember her again. The next morning, Lu Yao wakes up in confusion, lost and afraid, just like every day. He calls out, "Sister," his voice trembling. Lu Hong answers gently, "Read the file titled, 'When You Wake Up,' then come to my house." When he arrives, she smiles softly, holding back her tears. She carefully places the baby in his arms and says, "This is your nephew. I'm going to work. Take care of him today, okay?" Lu Hong goes to attend Zhu Xingyue's memorial service, lying to protect her brother from pain. As Lu Yao spends the day with the baby, the child starts to cry. Worried, he calls his sister's workplace, but they tell him she's on leave today, attending a family memorial service. Confused, Lu Yao follows his instincts and visits the place. There, surrounded by flowers and candles, he sees Zhu Xingyue's photo. Inside the hall, a video begins to play. It's a recording Zhu Xingyue made before she passed away, for their child to watch one day. She smiles softly and says, "My dear child, you have a very special father. He may forget some things, but he will never forget how to love. Take care of him as he once took care of me." Tears stream down Lu Yao's face as he watches from afar, crying not only for his loss, but for the love that still lives on.
He finally realizes the child isn't his nephew, it's his own son.
From that day, Lu Yao decides to raise his son on his own. Every day he creates new notes, not to remember chores, but to remember moments. Photos of his son as he grows, their smiles, their laughter, every step, every song. Though his memory fades each night, his love remains, endless and eternal.